There are 5 intimacies that I'm going to be talking about today, starting with emotional intimacy. Right? Emotional intimacy. You know, a lot of us neglect these things and they end up collapsing the marriage because these are pillars. The scripture says a 3-fold cord is not easily broken. And in most cases, we like to say it's the couple plus God. But there's another version. There has to be 3 areas where you connect with your spouse. Because if there's nothing that connects you, then you are in trouble. So that there at least has to be 3 areas of connectivity with your spouse. Emotional intimacy is one of the deepest intimacy you can have with a person, right? And particularly with your spouse. And when you connect emotion, you know what causes affairs, Doc, is because a person does not connect with you emotionally. And maybe they have a connection with the co-worker intellectually, right? So it starts with intellectual connectivity, then it escalates to emotions. Then when it gets to emotions, it's easy to go to sexual. Yes. Right? Nobody wakes up in the morning, eat breakfast, and then say, how can I cheat on my spouse? Nobody does that. Nobody does that. So these things, they happen because we don't take care of these areas of our lives. Right? Bishop said a lot of things about, you know, how you can connect with people, particularly at work. And one of the things is that there's a chemical, there's a bond called, you know, oxytocin. Yes, sir. Right? Oxytocin happens through cuddling. When somebody gives care to you, it releases that chemical. So there's chemistry between a person. Just like, you know, women would enjoy cuddling more than men. Men, they want the end product. Right? But for women, you know, they say a way to a man's heart is through his stomach, the lower stomach. But with women, it's opposite. For you to go there, you have to go via the heart. Right? So for a man, you start there, then it goes to the heart. So with women, it's the other way around. The heart first, then it goes to the muffin. Right? Please don't look at me as if you are from Jerusalem. I'm from So women enjoy, you know, cuddling, talking. You know why women ask questions? They want to connect. So instead of us connecting, we want to give solutions. A to B, we want to move fast between the A and the B. But women want the journey from A to B. That is why the brain of a man can process 9,000 words per day, whereas a woman processes 25,000 per day. So women love talking. They connect through talking. That is why she can tell you one thing over and over. They want to finish the 25,000. So she will tell you about this globe. This globe is broken. Oh, okay, fine, I'll fix it.
Why don't you fix it?
Mavis told me that at Macro, they are on special. For one, you get 3. And you know, they say after you feed them, the house becomes so illuminated. So she'll just tell you about this one particular thing because she wants to finish the 25,000. So I normally say to men, never go into an argument with a woman. You are going to lose that argument. Because we all start from the same spot. When we get to 9,000, she's going to beat. And that is why we have, you know, gender-based violences, because my son sent me something 2 weeks ago. He says, God gives us words and speech to have conversations, to argue, and to have conversations, decent conversations with our partners. But to those who can't talk, they use hands, sign language, right? So when we get to 9,000 and they continue, you can't talk, so you use hands. Are we together? So as men, we need to learn the art of having conversations. I normally say to people, take sex out of the bedroom. A lot of us, we go to restaurants, and when we get there, the first thing we do when the food arrives, take pictures, throw them on social media, then we have conversations with people who are not even paying the bills. They start to tell you how nice the food is, you're busy smiling. And the person who's paying the bills is watching you, I'm paying for this person's food and they're talking to other people out there. Are we together? So my wife and I, we are very observant. Even when we travel, when we drive on the roads, we will stop and then she would look at this side and look at this side. I said, there's a couple that these are married. Because of Omojolo. The girl wa Omojolo, I level up straightforward in the car. It's the wife who sits. And you can even see the mouth.